Taasisi ya Ukuzaji Mitaala Kenya KICD inawaarifu wakuu wa shule za upili kuwa awamu ya kwanza ya usambazaji wa vitabu vya gredi ya 10 imekamilika kwa kutumia takwimu zilizotolewa awali na Wizara ya Elimu. Ili kuhakikisha kila mwanafunzi anapata kitabu kwa kila somo kwa uwiano wa kitabu kimoja kwa mwanafunzi mmoja, wakuu wa shule wanatakiwa kuwasilisha: 1. Idadi halisi ya wanafunzi wa gredi ya 10 kwa kila somo. 2. Idadi ya vitabu vilivyopokelewa kwa kila somo. Tumia kodi kupata taarifa. Pata msaada wa haraka kutumia barua pepe au simu. Mwisho wa kuwasilisha taarifa ni tarehe 19 Juni 2026. Shule ambazo tayari zimewasilisha data hazihitaji kuwasilisha tena. Serikali ya Jamhuri ya Kenya imejitolea kuhakikisha kuwa kila mwanafunzi anapata kitabu katika kila somo. KICD.
Good evening. This is KBC Channel 1 on Sunday Express, being the 14th of June, the 2026, the year of our Lord, and talking about what is happening in the last 12 or 8 hours. We're just looking at also what is happening with the ongoing World Cup. Currently, Germany is squaring it out with Curacao there, with the tables looking at 3 goals for Germany and 1 by Curacao there. Remember, World Cup Eco KBC, and we'll continue showing these matches on our free-to-air platforms. That is Signet, so do save the date. Today or tomorrow morning, which is Monday at around 2 a.m., Ecuador will be squaring it out with Côte d'Ivoire. So make a date there. I'm Regina, Manyara. We have so much lined up for you on Sunday Express, beyond sports. Also just looking at, and also we're going to be having a candid conversation in regard to parenting during these turbulent times. Is there a winning formula for this? This is going to be answered in not too long. But before then, let's take a look at the highlights.
Saa zingine wanasema mbona rais amekuja kutoka ng'ambo juzi, amekuja akaenda sijui kufanya mkutano na watu ya Marsabit, ametoka hapo ameenda Kakamega. Hiyo ni kazi ambayo mimi niliamua kufanya, na kazi ya rais mimi nilitafuta.
Can't stop, won't stop. President Ruto dismisses his detractors and insists his development tours shall continue.
Why are goons operating in broad daylight? They are never brought to book. The DCI and the Inspector General of Police have no business in sitting in those offices.
Gangsters' paradise. Clergy lead the widespread condemnation of political intolerance being witnessed in the country. And relief at the pump. Prices of petrol and diesel drop slightly in the latest review by EPRA. Welcome back. I'm Regina Manyara. If you're tuning in, this is Sunday Express, and my colleague on sign language is none other than Lancer Dingo. Now, President William Ruto has taken a swipe at his critics over his foreign and local trips, saying he's fulfilling the demands of the presidency. The president attributes his position as God-given, and there is a reason for him to serve at such a time. While maintaining that he will not relent in ensuring the country makes progress in development, President Ruto cautioned his opponents against hiding behind the politics of tribalism.
The Seventh-day Adventist Church in Kiserian, Kajiado County on Sunday played host to President William Ruto, who was accompanied by a host of leaders. The president defended his busy schedule, saying the progress of the country depends on deliberate, tough decisions.
Musikuwe na wasiwasi na mimi. Wengine wangasema pengine huyu mtu angeenda holiday, sijui angeenda wapi. Wewe kama unataka kwenda holiday, wewe enda holiday. Hiyo ni sawa. Mimi niko na kazi ya kufanya. Na ukiangalia diary yangu imejaa miezi 6 mbele.
He said his mandate to serve the country was bestowed on him by God and that he will not fail to deliver.
Na nilitafuta hiyo kazi kwa sababu niko na imani Mungu wako na sababu amenifanya niwe kiongozi wa taifa letu la Kenya kwa wakati huu. Na nia yangu ni kutimiza.
The president was also keen to point out what he termed as politics of tribalism by the opposition.
Unasikia mtu anasema, hawa wako na shares, hawa hawana shares. Hawa ni Tungati, hawa ni Tugunia. Hawa ni cousins, hawa ni maadui. Hawa sijui ni nini. Hiyo lugha itaharibu taifa letu la Kenya.
Leaders present hailed the development programs being undertaken by the Kenya Kwanza administration.
We want to go to that first world very, very soon. And I can see the measures which you are being taken by Kenya are going to take us there.
Amboseli transition is gradually coming to an end, and 1st of July, the Ma Nation will take possession. This is a very special correction of historical injustice.
2027 politics also took center stage as leaders committed their unwavering support in the next general election.
Ni two-term. Ni two-term. Hiyo ndio sauti ya hapa.
And there are those who are saying many things. One term, sijui nini. One term na si agenda. You are serving your one term na you will serve another one term. Itakuwa ni two-term. Hapo tukienda mbele. Lakini hao watu kuna kitu hawajui Mungu wako. Sisi tulikuwa watu wa baba. Tukatembea na baba. Na tulikuwa na baba. Tukaambiwa tuko na deep state. Na tikiri wakati tulifika ukaguzi. And me I see people walking, they don't have a quarter of the credentials of baba. Na wanafikiria watamanage. Mungu awabariki.
Kamchemenza for Sunday Express.
The Anglican Church of Kenya Archbishop Jackson Ole Sapit has told the Inspector General of Police Douglas Kanja and the DCI boss Amin Mohammed to either arrest the goons who attacked the All Saints Cathedral on Friday or resign from office. Sapit said the sponsors of the goons whose faces were captured terrorizing congregants must also be uncovered and prosecuted, adding that the church is a place of worship and must be respected.
The Anglican Church of Kenya on Sunday broke its silence after an attack by goons on its premises on Friday at All Saints Cathedral in Nairobi.
This now raises questions. Why have we witnessed in the recent past? This is the second Anglican church to be attacked. We have seen other churches. We have seen people attacked in meetings. We have seen people attacked in funerals. And it seems nobody want to expose who owns these goods.
While condemning the incident, Archbishop Jackson Ole Sapit termed the ugly event a wake-up call for the nation, warning that invasion of churches, hotels, and street by goons was taking the country on a slippery trajectory.
It is ironical that we sent our police force to Haiti to go and maintain law and order in a country that was overrun by goons in that nation. Whether we were successful in that mission or not, The question is, if we can go out to contain goons of another country, why are we allowing goons in our country to override and to take center stage in our nation?
He has demanded the arrest and prosecution of goons whose faces were clearly captured on CCTV as they unleashed violence on congregants.
We also want to call upon the police. Why are goons operating in broad daylight and they are never brought to book? So we want to urge the DCI and the IG of police to ensure that especially those who attacked this church on Friday, where the CCTV cameras have exposed their faces, where the motorbikes that they were using, number plates were seen and they are visible, even in yesterday's news, they have to be brought to book. If they don't, and not only them, together with their sponsors.
Failure to arrest the goons, Sapit said the IG of police and DCI boss have no business being in office.
The DCI and the Inspector General of Police have no business in sitting in those offices. They should resign as an honorable thing. And Kenya must ask itself, are the police the one in charge of our security or our goons? Who is in charge of public order, law and order in this country? Those are the questions we are asking, and we want answers, and Kenyans want answers, and we want those answers quickly, especially now as we gear towards the election of 2027.
Recall that the church had hosted stakeholders and members to conduct a post-budget analysis to educate Kenyans on the impact of the red budget when goons stormed in. He has, however, vowed that the church will not be intimidated to take its place in informing and guiding its members on current issues that affect their daily lives.
We know God is in control, not those who will power, not even the goons themselves. These are passing grass, as the Bible taught us today in Isaiah chapter 40.
According to police, only one suspect has been arrested as investigations continue. Give us Manyara, Sunday Express.
We'll keep tabs on that developing story. Now, the National Cohesion and Integration Commission has raised concern over increasing cases of political intolerance, intimidation and violence in the country, warning that this incident threaten national unity and democratic values ahead of the 2027 polls. Now, NCIC Chair Bishop Kefa Omai vows to take stand action on hate mongers. These details are presented by Timothy Kipnusu in his report that indicates that the Commission has continued, or rather has condemned, the recent attack at All Saints Cathedral, saying places of worship should not be used to settle political scores.
The attack by goons on a post-budget meeting at All Saints Cathedral 2 days ago has sparked the wrath of several leaders. The National Cohesion and Integration Commission NCAC chairperson Bishop Kefa Omai condemned the act, saying it reflects an emerging and worrying trend of anarchy in the country.
The incident at All Saints Cathedral is not an isolated occurrence. Rather, it reflects an emerging and worrying trend in which acts of intimidation and goonism are increasingly being used as tools of political contestation.
He said any attempt to disrupt lawful gatherings or silence different opinions through intimidation or violence will not be tolerated.
Such conduct undermines constitutional freedoms, weakens public confidence in democratic institutions, and threatens the social cohesion that Kenyans have worked hard to build.
He confirmed that the Commission is currently handling 58 hate-related cases that have lasted for 3 years and undertook to ensure the culprits are held accountable for their actions.
We are going to come up with a list of shame for some of the leaders who are culprits, so that even as Kenyans want to elect, they know who they are electing into these offices. Devoid of peace in the country, there will be no elections or peaceful elections, and there will be no country that we shall be proud of.
He, however, acknowledged the lack of prosecutorial powers as a barrier to the full execution of their mandate.
Kuna mapendekezo tumeshayatoa yako bungeni, na tukipata hiyo amendment, basi watu wetu wataanza kuona hatua fulani.
Omai, who is barely 3 weeks old at the helm of NCIC, also vowed not to succumb to pressure from government or any political affiliation. in the course of duty, promising to be neutral at all times.
There will be no favoritism when it comes to handling cases as they come to our desk. As investigation reports are brought to us, we act decisively. One thing I can tell you, and this one I'll assure you, let me assure Kenyans, we don't act emotionally, and we don't act on the pressure that people normally meet on us. We act on facts.
Timothy Kipnosu for Sunday Express.
Sunday Express takes its fast breather, but when we come back, we're also going to be bringing you up to speed with what is happening in as far as fuel prices is concerned, and definitely sports. We'll be right back.
Notice to senior school principals. The Kenya Institute of Curriculum Development, KICD, wishes to inform all senior school principals that the first phase of grade 10 textbook distribution has been completed using enrollment data previously provided by the Ministry of Education. To ensure that every grade 10 learner receives one textbook per subject, all principals are requested to submit: number 1, the actual number of grade 10 learners enrolled in each subject; number 2, the number of textbooks received for each subject. Submit your information through the following code. For more assistance, email bookdistribution@kicd.ac.ke or call 0733 762 412. Deadline for submission is 19th June 2026. Schools that have already submitted the data need not resubmit. The Kenyan government is committed to ensuring that every learner has a textbook in every subject.
KICD. The wait is over. KBC iko Huduma Center. Starting with Nairobi, kupata huduma za KBC imekuwa rahisi. From digital guidance and signet services to booking of commercial adverts and documentaries. Visit our dedicated desks at Huduma Center GPO, Times Square, Makadara, Kibera, or Eastleigh. Tunakungoja hapo. Whether it's a casual announcement or a specialized media solution for your business, we are here to serve you. KBC at Huduma Centers. Moving closer to you. Your station, your service.
Welcome back. This is Sunday Express. Now, a section of Kenya Kwanza leaders want the united opposition to take responsibility for Saturday's attack on a school bus at Harambe Market in Matungu, Kakamega County. Speaking in Navaholo constituency, the leaders led by President William Ruto's personal aide, Farouk Kibet, also drummed up support for the re-election of President William Ruto, saying he has ensured equal development across the country.
The Kenya Kwanza Brigade attended the Sunday service at PAG Church at the Navagulo Sub-County Commissioner's grounds in Kakamega County. They lashed at the united opposition, linking it to the attack involving a school bus carrying students from Binyanya School.
Sasa mnaenda mnapiga watoto pale Arambe na kupiga mambo ya basi. Na uliza Masengeli, sheria hata iwe ni mimi nisifunje sheria kwa sababu ati niko kwa serikali.
You cannot succeed by causing violence to children. Yani umekuwa mtu wa roho chafu, umekuwa mtu mfedhuli mpaka mnatupa tear gas kwa watoto wadogo.
They then continue to make their case for why President William Ruto deserves a second term, stating that the Kenya Kwanza government has ensured equal development across the country.
Na to support the government of the day. Tuwe watu watulivu, tuwe watu wale wanajua kiongozi gani atalete manufaa, ni gani atalete vurugu.
Werevu wetu ni kupaki kwa serikali ili 2027 tusaidie William Ruto amalize term zake mbili.
They slammed the opposition leader, saying they neither have an agenda nor a track record.
Wawaje kutuambia ati Musalia alipromise hii.
Wao watuambie Mheshimiwa Kalonzo alikuwa vice president. Atuonyeshe choo yenye alijenga na Bahol.
Hakuna mtu anasema vile atainua maendeleo. Hawana sera, hawana agenda, wako rudderless.
Tilio Marco for Sunday Express.
Still on matters politics, the principals of the United Alternative Government are now accusing politicians allied to the government of organizing goons to terrorize Kenyans, including in churches. Now speaking at St. Mary's Catholic Church in Kibabii, Kanduyi, where they attended the Holy Mass, the opposition leaders vowed to revisit the issue and take action against all those responsible if they formed the government after next year's general election.
The United Alternative Government, while attending a church service in Kanduyi, Bungoma County, accused the government of allegedly sponsoring and financing goons to harass and terrorize civilians.
Tell our senior police officers, we know 98% of you are opposed to goonism. 98% are complaining that Kipchumba Murkomen is too much, that you can no longer tell the difference between police and goons. Goons are using police vehicles to attack Kenyans.
DCP party leader Rigathi Gachagua took issue with Interior Cabinet Secretary Kipchumba Murkomen, accusing him of being unable to effectively manage the ministry and alleging that he is the mastermind behind goonism in the country.
Huyu Murkomen umeweka wizara ya Interior, atachoma nchi hii. Because Wakenya watafika pahali wakatae. Vile wamama niliona jana, as we go towards the elections, Kenyans will say no.
Na viongozi wetu wa usalama waelewe. Haya mambo mnaambiwa eti mnaenda kusumbua watu, unawezaje kuleta askari na tear gas kwa father? Hapa father anataka kuhubiri hapa, eti sasa wewe umeleta askari na tear gas pale. Watakuja kupiga nani? Kwaya.
Wiper leader Kalonzo Musyoka echoed these sentiments, calling for sobriety and end to goonism, especially in churches.
Tukumbushane pia hatuwezi kukubali tabia ya kuleta uhasama, ghasia mahali patakatifu kama kanisa.
Lazima sisi tuangalie kama taifa tunataka kwenda wapi. Majukumu ni gani? Tukishajua majukumu ya rais ambaye anakuja 2027, ndio tuangaliana hapa tuseme ni nani anatoshana na hayo majukumu.
Kuna watu ambao wanaamka tu kazi yao ni kutafuta njia gani ingine tunaweza kuumiza Wakenya. Ni kama zile shida tuko nazo zijatutosha.
The opposition leader vowing to revisit the attacks if they form government and ensure all perpetrators are brought to book. Gishuke Washira, Sunday Express.
The Energy and Petroleum Regulatory Authority, EPRA, has announced the reduction of fuel prices in its latest monthly review, bringing down the cost of super petrol by 22 cents and diesel coming down by a significant 10 shillings per litre. Now, in line with the new changes, motorists in Nairobi now will pay 214 shillings and 3 cents for a litre of petrol, while diesel will be fetching 222 shillings and 86 cents effective midnight. Now, as John Kahiro reports, kerosene prices remain unchanged in the newly announced pump prices under the June-July pricing cycle, retailing at 191 shillings and 38 cents.
It is a slight reprieve for Kenyans who have for months been grappling with the skyrocketing costs at the pump after the Energy and Petroleum Regulatory Authority, EPRA, on Sunday announced a marginal reduction of prices. In its monthly review, EPRA said maximum pump prices for super petrol were reduced by 0.22 shillings per litre, while that of diesel would decrease by 10 shillings. The changes expected to take effect at midnight will now see a litre of petrol in Nairobi retail at 214.03 shillings, while that of diesel will go down to 222.86 shillings per litre for the period between June 15th to July 14th. In the review, however, the price of kerosene remain unmoved and will continue retailing at 191.38 shillings per litre.
With all due respect, we respect each one of us here. And that is what we want it to go out, so that to our members and to the nation, we did not agree in anything. They gave us 10 according to what they are going to have a conversation with EPRA. And we did state 35 up to 30.
Last month, President William Ruto had pledged a government intervention to stabilize the prices following a nationwide strike by matatu operators that disrupted transport and affected economic activities in various parts of the country.
Next pricing cycle, we are going to further reduce the price of diesel by a further 10 shillings for the June-July cycle to help stabilize pump prices and provide additional relief.
John Kahiro for Sunday Express.
President of the Bodaboda Association of Kenya, Kevin Mbadi, has called for closer collaboration between Bodaboda operators and security agencies in the fight against crime. Mubadi, that is, urged law enforcement officers, particularly in Nairobi County, not to associate the entire Bodaboda sector with criminal gangs, noting that the majority of riders are law-abiding business people earning an honest living. He also appealed to politicians to conduct peaceful meetings and refrain from engaging individuals who misuse motorcycles to perpetrate violence and take part in criminal activities, saying such incidents unfairly damage the reputation of the Bodaboda industry.
Politicians who pay goons, and these guys come on one motorbike like 3 people. We want to warn them that as a border sector, we are not going to allow them to use our young people or use other people to destroy the name of Bodaboda riders. We have come from far. We have tried to sensitize our people. They know what they are doing. And when we are going to get you, when we get you, we are going to work with the security team. We'll arrest all those criminals and we'll present them to security agencies. And the security must take full force to ensure that these people are behind bars. We want to warn you young men, if you are asked to go to a rally by whoever politician, go attend that rally, go back home peacefully. But when you will divert from your main agenda of doing what you are supposed to do and start stealing from people and harassing other Kenyans, we will form up, we will deal with you in partnership with the security agencies.
Now to the counties. Tens of recovered patients stranded at Ruiru Level 4 Hospital in Kiambu County due to unpaid medical bills. Now this and other stories from the counties.
The situation, which has been worsened by challenges surrounding the implementation of the Social Health Authority system, has left several patients unable to secure discharge despite having fully recovered. Among those affected are mothers who gave birth months ago and patients who are admitted with serious injuries but have since completed treatment.
Nilikuwa na bili ya 27,000 na amenilipia.
Vile mambo inakaa, hatutarajii watapata hizo pesa haraka. Ikiwa hawakupata wakati pesa ilikuwa kidogo, sasa hii bili imeongezeka, hatutarajii wataweza kupata hiyo pesa. Lakini tukiweza kuja tusaidiane, tushikane mikono, kwa sababu sisi tunafanya kazi ya community, kujeni tushikane, tutoe watu.
Na uchumi wa nchi yetu ya Kenya imeanza kukua ni ngumu, kwa sababu tukiangalia juzi wakisema wamesoma bajeti, tumeona wameongezea hela pale kwa health services. Na tunasema kama hiyo ndio utaratibu ambaye ilikuwa inaangaliwa, iangaliwe kwa uzaidi sana.
Elsewhere, 3 students from Zitek University will represent Kenya at the upcoming Innovation World Cup Cyber AI Expo to be held at BMW Welt in Munich, Germany. This is after they developed an innovative cybersecurity platform aimed at helping small and medium-sized enterprises protect themselves from cyber attacks.
We were selected to compete at the Cyber AI Innovation World Cup, where we'll be representing Kenya and Africa at the finals, and we'll be going there to showcase our product and network with investors.
We have strengthened our IP, the intellectual property, and we are helping register the IP with KIPI, and that has helped in terms of loss of innovations.
In Kakamega, residents of Sirinde Likuyani constituency have been urged to embrace peaceful participation in the electoral process and use legal channels to demand accountability from leaders.
Wananchi wakaweze kutumia mafunzo ambayo wameipata siku ya leo, wakaweze kufanya uamuzi, kwa sababu viongozi bora ndio wanafanya community na nchi kwa ujumla inaweza kuwa bora.
Tumeshajua rights zetu, na tena sio tu ni maandamano peke yake. Kuna petition, kuna dialogue, kuna nini. So wametufunza so many things, kwa sababu hata hiyo maandamano unapata tena wakati mwingine huwa haituletei yale yenye tunatarajia, instead inatupatia hasara.
Watu wengi waelewi maneno ya public participation. Tunaenda tu kwa election bila kujua chochote. Sana sana watu wa drug addiction. Unapewa shilingi 100, unapiga kura.
Meanwhile, a section of elders from the Kipsigis community in Kericho County are calling for a peaceful resolution to the land and ownership dispute at Sambret. Led by their chairperson, they say that there should be a peaceful engagement and a good relationship with the investors.
Tunataka kutini waamue na ijulikane ya kwamba shamba hili ambayo inasosaniwa ni ya nani.
And finally, in Nairobi County, a section of employees in the gambling sector are raising concerns over what they say is increasing cases of assault against them by customers.
Kuna kitendo nilifanyiwa na customer abacho nilipigwa na bao kwa na kitu gumu kwa mkono yangu ya right.
Now, before we have a candid conversation in regard to parenting during these turbulent times, let's bring you up to speed with those stories that have been making headlines in the sporting arena, where Tusker FC were crowned winners of the 2026 Football Kenya Federation Mozart Bet Cup after defeating Police FC 2-1 during the entertaining final played at Kwale County Stadium in Kwale. Tusker FC went down after 23 minutes through Ian Simiu's rasping shot struck from the edge of the 18-yard box. Police winners of the Police 2024 leveled the matters through the well-taken free kick by left-back Aboud Omar 3 minutes later. Ian Simiu grabbed his second goal of the match to hand Tusker a 2-1 goal scoreline after half-time. Now, despite Police coming back in the second quarter rejuvenated, the attempts to find an equalizer were unfruitful as Tusker held on to clinch their fifth Mozart Bet Cup and first one since 2016. Following the win, Tusker were awarded 3 million shillings and will represent the country in the CAF Confederations Cup next season, while Police FC received 2 million shillings for finishing second.
Kati ya miguu ya Daniel Okiambo, Tusker wanarejea uongozini 2-1. Kule kupita Wawiru kama Kwale imeirejesha, Julian Mete imeirejesha, rudisha Tusker miaka 10 ya kutafuta. Hatimaye Tusker wanarejea kimataifa kwa kushinda kombe la shirikisho, mabingwa wapya wa Mozart Bet Cup 2025-26. Tusker.
Wamboi Ndia bade a field of 280 golfers to emerge the winner of the Golden Girls Golf Tournament held at the Thika Sports Club. The event not only celebrated women's golf but also offered golfers an opportunity to earn valuable ranking points.
Playing off handicap 33, Wambui Ndia carded 40 stable points to claim top honours in the Golden Girls Tournament. The tournament, organised by the Golden Ladies of Thika Sports Club, attracted golfers from across the country in a competitive event that counts towards players' golf rankings. Speaking during the event, Thika Sports Club CEO George Kinya said the tournament continues to provide an important platform for competitive golf while supporting the growth of the game among women.
This is an annual event, but this year they've actually gone out of their way, held a great tournament for the day. The field today, we are hosting over 280 golfers on the course.
The president of the Golden Girls, Eunice Madhemba, said they were happy with the turnout and encouraged more golfers to come on board for the next year's edition.
This is just a group of ladies who just met on the fairways. We have built our friendship on the fairway, become good friends. We have expanded to social activities.
Golf stakeholders lauded KBC for sponsoring the event, highlighting the key role in providing a platform for the promotion of sports in the country.
Participants had every reason to enjoy the competition and give of their very best. Their enthusiasm, determination, and good spirit displayed on the course truly embodied the essence of this special event.
The event also provided networking opportunities for participants as organizers sought to uplift women's golf in the country. Sean Muya for Sunday Express.
Defending champions General Service Unit GSU registered an emphatic 3-0 victory over Administration Police of Kenya APK during the fifth leg of the National Men's Volleyball League fixture played at Nyayo Gymnasium in Nairobi. GSU had to dig deep before winning the first set 25-22 despite APK mounting stiff challenge. GSU prevailed in the second and third sets 25-20 and 25-16 to finish their league matches on a winning note ahead of the quarterfinal encounters set for next month. In other results, Kenya Pipeline wound up their campaign top of the standings with seeing DCI 3-1 of 25-22, 10-25 and 25-22 as well as 25-23. KCB romped to a 3-straight set win against KDF to seal their place in the playoffs. Following the conclusion of the league phase, action now shifts to the forthcoming knockout round and subsequent final for both the men and the women leagues. Now to the global showpiece, that is, Vinicius Jr. spared Brazil the embarrassment of defeat in an opening World Cup match for the first time since 1934 as his spectacular solo goal and a draw for the 5-time winners against Morocco at the New Jersey Stadium. Brazil fell behind in the 21st minute when Ismail Saibari lifted the ball over the crushing Alisson Becker from outside the area following a lapse in communication between Liverpool goalkeeper and his defenders, Gabriel and Marquinhos. Now, in other results, Scotland beat Haiti 1-0, while Australia saw off Turkey 2-0. The action continues tonight as currently the last match, that was Germany, that was taking on debutants, that is Croatia, while Netherlands will play Japan. Catch the match between Ivory Coast and Ecuador at 2 a.m. Monday morning on KBC Channel 1.